Gabrielle Union, the acclaimed 53-year-old actress best known for her roles in films like Bring It On and numerous other projects across television and cinema, has recently shared a deeply personal and candid reflection on her journey through menopause. In a heartfelt conversation with People magazine, she described how she initially grappled with intense feelings of shame and isolation as she navigated this significant life transition. What began as a period marked by self-doubt and a perceived loss of personal value gradually transformed into one of empowerment, self-acceptance, and advocacy. Union explained that menopause arrived with its full range of physical and emotional challenges, including the unpredictable and often overwhelming experience of hot flashes. She emphasized the individuality of the process, noting that no two experiences are identical. When you're dealing with, hot flashes, whether it's the first time or the 100th, everyone is different. There are no two that are the same, she said. This variability can make the journey feel even more disorienting, as women compare their symptoms to others or to societal expectations, often finding little reassurance. For Union, the emotional toll was particularly heavy at first. She described menopause as a phase that forces you to shift, compelling a re-evaluation of identity, femininity, and worth. In those early moments, she admitted to internalizing negative stereotypes that portray menopause as a decline or an end rather than a natural evolution. Initially, I felt shamed. I felt like my value as a woman was diminishing. I felt very isolated, she revealed. These feelings are unfortunately common among many women, who may encounter cultural silence around the topic, limited open discussions in media, or even subtle judgments from others that reinforce a sense of diminishment. The lack of widespread, normalizing conversations can leave individuals feeling as though they are alone in their struggles, amplifying the emotional weight of physical changes like irregular periods, sleep disturbances, mood fluctuations, and the broader hormonal shifts. The actress reflected on how societal narratives often frame menopause through a narrow lens, associating it primarily with aging, loss of fertility, or reduced attractiveness rather than recognizing it as a powerful transition into a new chapter of life. This framing contributed to her initial sense of shame, where she questioned her ongoing relevance and desirability. Yet, over time, Union consciously worked to reframe her perspective. She came to view menopause not as an ending but as a beginning. This shift allowed her to reclaim her narrative and embrace the changes with a renewed sense of strength. Now she feels genuinely empowered by the experience. Over time now, I feel empowered and I'm going to talk about it and I'm not going to lose a thing, Union stated confidently. This transformation has motivated her to speak openly, breaking the silence that so often surrounds menopause. By sharing her story publicly, she aims to normalize the conversation and encourage others to do the same. One of her key messages is the importance of seeking professional guidance. She expressed excitement about encouraging people to talk to their healthcare providers so they can figure out what best options are for them, because there are options. Indeed, menopause management has advanced significantly in recent years, with a growing array of approaches available. These include hormone replacement therapy (HRT), for those who qualify, non-hormonal medications to address specific symptoms like hot flashes, lifestyle adjustments such as dietary changes, regular exercise, stress reduction techniques like mindfulness or yoga, and even alternative therapies that some women find helpful. Union's advocacy highlights that no one needs to suffer in silence. Knowledge and support can make a substantial difference. Her willingness to discuss these topics openly serves as an inspiration for women at various stages of life. Menopause typically begins in the mid-40s to early 50s, with perimenopause often starting earlier and lasting several years. During this time, fluctuating estrogen and progesterone levels can lead to a wide spectrum of symptoms, from the physical, such as night sweats, vaginal dryness or joint pain, to the psychological, including anxiety, irritability, or brain fog. Union's experience underscores that while the physical aspects are challenging, the emotional and societal layers can be equally demanding. By confronting shame head-on and replacing it with empowerment, she demonstrates that vulnerability can become a source of strength. Moreover, Union's story resonates because she is a prominent figure who has long been celebrated for her beauty, talent, and confidence. Seeing someone of her stature admit to feeling diminished and then rise above it humanizes the experience for countless others. It reminds women that these feelings do not reflect personal failure but rather a shared human reality that deserves compassion and open dialogue.